What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar family in the building. How's it going, guys? Almost said Superstar Rob, but he is still MIA. He is still taking care of business, guys. Prayer hands in the comments for Rob. Guys, also, if you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. You know whenever we post. You never know what special guests we're going to be getting on the channel, and that bell is going to tell you right away when the videos go live. Sometimes we do some special stuff, and the first contest is still going, but Mr. Jones is cleaning up. He's been coming in first every single video. Are you guys faster than Mr. Jones? Let's see who can do it. But guys, also the VIP program, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. We had a giveaway of a physical Todd statue from Michael Campa. Thank you, Michael Campa. Brandon Lacos, a VIP member, was able to win it. Gave him his address. That's all set up now. And Michael will be shipping it out, I think, this week sometime. So shout out to you guys. And thank you guys for all your continued support. You get a star next to your name. You get access to all the drop spreadsheets, our price prediction spreadsheet, which you're going to see today. If you need help finding out where to access it, let us know. DM us. We'll also provide you with advertising whenever you're trying to buy or sell something. All of our buys and sells, that is far overdue. Rob hasn't been buying or selling anything, but I have a list to put out for the VIP members. So stay tuned for that. And also Star in the Universe every single month. Shout out Crypto Cookie for getting the last one. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Discord. The video tomorrow is going to be a Discord suggestion. So you guys got to keep going back to the Discord. You probably know what the video idea is. If nothing comes up, that's what I'm using. But Discord is a great platform to have these discussions when we're not in the comments or when things are busy. We'll always go and check in there usually once a day at least. Also, P.O. Box, if you want to become a Superstar Hall of Famer, send us something that you made. I love the creativity of you guys. That is my favorite part of the stuff that you send us. Also, okay, so let me go through our Twitter first today. We're going to do a little bit backwards, but shout out Vivi Fox, who put out this great summary of basically the VV market pulse. Gives you active wallets, market trades, market buyers, market sellers. Must follow. Make sure you're following Vivi Fox. Also understand that great content going to be coming out from her. She does great data research. You've also seen that from Omi Daily. Bernie does like little summaries like this as well. So great people in the community, great friends of ours, and definitely must follows if you want to know the pulse of the market. And they do work together too. They talk in the background. They are on top of each other, making sure that their data is all aligned and all that. Always asking each other questions. It's great when the community bounces questions off of themselves. Shout out to Disney Lorcana. Like, I'm hyped about this. I don't know about you guys, but they just dropped some information about their card game. This is a TCG trading card game. I'm trying to get some more details on it. If anyone from Lorcana sees this by chance, love to have anybody on the channel from Raven. What's their company called? Ravensburger, or the Disney Lorcana team. If you'd love to come talk about it, I mean, we're obviously digital collectibles, but this is physicals, and we've been starting to purchase some physical stuff too. So obviously got my McFarlane stuff over there. I got a couple other things coming in the mail. People have sent us comics. It's got to be a huge setup whenever we get to it. Right now, times are very precious, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But this is looking cool. These card packages are looking cool. You're kind of seeing all the product lineup in this one shot. Do you think that this will have digital ties? We've seen that Bob Eager is eager to get NFTs and the digital world into Disney, maybe make a virtual Disneyland. This card game coming out in August this year. It's almost like going to be in the middle of all of this NFT, VVverse, metaverse stuff. What do you think? Do you think that this game is going to have any digital ties? I know they talk about tabletops, TCGs on the side here, but I don't know. I feel like by then they're going to have no choice, but hopefully it's something they can easily implement. I want to know what you guys think. Is it going to have any digital ties? We're going to get back to this, obviously, but there is details on the Alice in Wonderland drop. That is why you are here. Shout out to Bob Seals and the Vivimates. They put out a great episode, actually. Watched the entire thing. It was fun to see different faces on YouTube. I've seen them before, but some of them were new to me, and I just love hearing different opinions than I'm used to hearing, because you kind of get what certain channels are going to give you. But when you see new people and new faces, that's why I love to support the smaller channels, or the channels that are just starting to come into their own, because they give a different opinion, and it's great to have more than one opinion, because sometimes you don't think of something that one of these other accounts or YouTube channels may be putting out there. Also, Twitter is a great space. A lot of new people always in Twitter spaces, so that's a great space as well. Hinanu also is coming out with a podcast with his wife Dee. You guys know that we are very, very big fans of their family, and we met them at DCon, and they're just great people. So if you ever see this posted, I know that he's a big part of the community, she's a big part of the community. If you see them posted, go give it a listen, and share it out, because it's something, it's their side project, they're doing it as a family. I love it, and I love the reasoning behind it. If you watch that Vivimates episode, they will be giving voices to the people at ground level. So people maybe without YouTube channels, they're going to have on people with, like I said, they're going to be bringing out the voices that are in the comments maybe, but not so much on social media and showing their face or whatever. So I don't know if they're going to be showing their faces on this podcast, but they're going to be giving them a platform, which something we try to do here. Obviously time is short, but when we do get the chance, we love to do that, and having more than one opportunity to get voices out there, I think is great. So episode 1, they have Tropical Bird, someone who was actually on that Vivimates episode. So love to hear what she has to say. Sanjay, hi VV official. My Mr. MC1 account got suspended for using a flame like emoji for a cool new project, which triggered some algo for violence. Anyway, working to get that unsuspended. Meantime, this is my Twitter account. So if you're following Mr. MC1, he is banned from Twitter for using emojis, which is kind of weird. But there's more on that. I will show you very shortly. But look at this. Vivi just didn't stop. They were quiet on the announcement front, but today they went off. Guardians of the Galaxy. Now we're getting the Power Orb, which holds the Power Stone. I don't know if it's going to be closed and then open, if it's going to be one of those maybe Doctor Strange things where it's 3 instead of 1. What do you think? Do you think it's just going to be 1? I hope it's 1, because nobody knows which one you got to own for that Eye of Agamotto. I think you got to hold the whole set, but that's just my opinion. But we are getting the 4th Infinity Stone on January 20th, which is this Friday. Hopefully not too expensive, or maybe like 30 gems again. I think that's what the Tesseract was in the other one. But you guys, what do you think the price is going to be on that, and how big? I think they've been going down in terms of mint numbers, right, for each set. So I think it's going to be even less, and then the next one will be even less. What do you think? How do you see that playing out? I put this tweet out because I feel like it's been on the quiet front for Payout. I know a lot of people were talking about the last couple of days. I just want to make sure that we're still maybe learning about it, and it's not like put on the afterburner. I know Mitch put out that poll, and a lot of people were saying don't go back with wire. Okay, but if that is the result of the poll, has Vivi decided that? And if not, what is the status update? How far along are we? So I wrote, hey, Mitch, appreciate the poll you ran last week. Has there been any decision made regarding payout provider and or wire? Any direction users can expect? Any updates are greatly appreciated. Thanks. And I think that was a well received. I mean, 24 likes, nothing crazy, and maybe people are over it, but I think it's something that that the community expects to hear about soon, or hashtag soon at least. But I'm hoping that we hear something soon on that front. And even if it's good or bad, I think just communication and open lines of communication are very important. I sold my Eye of Agamotto Secret Rare into the news. Something that I've been planning to do. I said when the next stone comes out, I'm going to try and sell it. I got decent price for a 280. I think I paid like 150 or 160 like months and months ago. So it was not a quick flip. It was a long time coming. But I'm happy to say that it went to a superstar, Johnny Kane, and he's flexing it. Thanks for the 3-digit. So it was number 850. It was a nice mint number. I was sad to see it go, but at the same time, I think this was the perfect time for me to unload it. I could be wrong, and there's not too many of those, so it's not hard for it to maintain its value. So I hope that Johnny Kane, it's a 3-digit too, right? So like maybe the 3 digits will stay a little bit higher and everything else will come back down. I'm making a play here. I think there might be another opportunity for me in the future. Maybe not in the near future. It depends. They could come out with the next stone next week, and then this thing can go to the moon, right? And I just made a huge mistake, but it is what it is. I always think about it like that. That would be kind of cool if they did that. It would maintain the value of all this stuff, and then even increase it for people. So I hope that it does well in Johnny Kane's vault, and I'm happy it's in the Superstars vault. Vivi Magic putting out the final table, part 3 of her interview with Joe Ingram and Jimmy Swag. The first two, fire. Go check out the last one. It's going to be a great one, and it's on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, which is tomorrow. Mitch also responded to a reply to that tweet that I put out. So obviously he's seen the tweet, and someone responded with, "I'd rather see action than an update." And Mitch liked it. So that he is looking, and he's letting us know that he's looking, and he wants to do action rather than give an update. But I think you got to do both. I think you need to give an update. People are very, very nervous right now. Shout out to Veve Investments. If you don't follow on YouTube, great channel. Does very, very structured content. Has like all his future videos planned out, and shares it with you guys. And he's pointing out that Veve got a new search bar. And I saw that, but I think it's only on the web. And I tried it on the web. It looks pretty cool and seems to work. And also on Android, but not on iOS yet, which is where I tend to use Veve the most. But it's cool that I have the option to use it on the web app. And I'm liking the display. He's saying he likes the display as well. But as you can see, it'll tell you how many are for sale in the market. And I guess store will be how many are left in the store if it was a collectible that's not sold out. And here's some of the filters. You can filter by brand or rarity. I don't know if they work yet. I haven't tried it yet, but it says you can't filter your original search, still have some kinks to be worked out. Hey, if you can search Superman and Superman comes up, I think we are in the right ballpark. And the other cool thing about this is I think you can search comics now, which is something I have not tried yet, but I was reading about. And look at this. So we just talked about Sanjay and Mr. MC1 being banned, suspended on Twitter, and Metaverse Life announces this just in: team owner of Captain America, Mr. MC1, has had his Twitter account suspended for unknown causes. He is currently using his professional account, but has declined to comment. What does this mean for the future of his team? So is this going to affect the Veve 500? Good thing that I am in Chucky's corner. Rob's behind Thor, but Thor's in jail. So I don't know what's going to happen. I am excited to watch this play out. So that is our Twitter. Now we got Veve. I said they were tweeting today. Another comic, X-Men Alpha 1, coming out on Thursday. And it looks like his first appearance of Age of Apocalyptic's universe. I have no clue what that is. Let me know in the comments. Is this a huge book that I don't know about? It looks kind of current or more modern, but I might be entirely wrong. Would love to hear from the comic book consultants. We showed that off. And here is the meat and potatoes. Alice in Wonderland. We've got the Medium article. Alice looking like a stuffed animal doll. 50 gems, 23.57, uncommon, not animated. You got the Mad Hatter, animated with sound, pouring some tea down his shirt. It's coming out his arm, landed on the floor. Love to see what the Vaultaholics do with that one. That's the rare. Still 50 gems, 1951 editions. And then you get the Cheshire, how do you say that? Cheshire Cat. I thought he would be going invisible, but his head is popping off. Looks like it's a still. I still think that'll be cool in the vaults, depending on what people do with it. But 50 gems and 12.45, so a little bit more than we're used to seeing on the most scarce one. But it looks like he has like the velvety texture on him, which is kind of cool. And I really like the last two, how they look. I think this gives me the movie vibes. This gives me the movie vibes, but this one here, the face, something is going on with the face. But you're here for the price prediction, so let's get into it. I used a bunch of comparables. So the first comparables I thought to use was the Star Wars stuff, because you get 3 different characters and decent IP. So I think that the Obi-Wan show was a pretty good comparable. And then that's a little bit earlier. And then you got the Mr. Mouse series. The reason I didn't want to use that solely, or I didn't want to use the whole Obi-Wan thing solely, is because if you're watching ODB, Omi Daily Burn, you're noticing that there was maybe some suspicious stuff going on with the Obi-Wans. Not too sure what that is yet, so maybe these numbers might be a little bit. But also Mr. Mouse, didn't want to only use that, because not only is it not 3 different characters, it's also had an airdrop tied to it. So what's the actual price? How does it actually play out? I kind of found it kind of interesting, though, when I did go through it. If you look at the Obi-Wan set, for example, you'll see I put the mints out, and the total mints was 5,664. The mints for the Mr. Mouse, 5,220. And the mints for the Alice in Wonderland is 5,553. So pretty close. So we can kind of work with market caps here, I would think. Now, Putting the current floor prices in for the Star Wars Obi-Wan, I get market cap of 420,000, and I'm still not 100% convinced on this one. There was also a recent pump after ODB's recent video where he's showing that some of the Obi-Wans might be locked up, so people know that there might be a little bit less supply in the market. They went out try and buy some. Obi-Wan went up to like 80 gems. I think he was trading below box for the longest time, so he's above box now, which is 60. So I think there might be a little bit of inflation in here. Also, the Manitoban, very, very scarce, so a lot more money seems to be going into that. One's at 220 gems. So 419,000 is the market cap right now on that set. If we look at Mr. Mouse, which is a little bit more recent, you've got a pretty similar market cap. I think you're around 400,000. This had the airdrop built into it. This is Mickey Mouse, this big IP, the biggest that comes from Disney. And I think 940 editions in that secret rare still makes it very sought after, very limited, right? So you're at you're almost 400,000. I don't think that Alice in Wonderland will get the same amount of money built into it. So when I go through it, I'm looking at Alice and I'm comparing her to basically Obi-Wan. I'm looking at the Mr. Mouse. I'm looking at all this stuff, and I think we're gonna go below box here. Just Mr. Mouse, the first one is below box. If you look at the mint size, 2357, you have 2940, and Mr. Mouse is a little bit closer, but there's more Mickeys, but Mickey's more popular and also had the airdrop built into it. Some people might want to hold on to it. It's below box. I think Alice doesn't look as clean, and also the Mr. Mouse is animated, so I think 42 gems, maybe put it a little bit less, even though there's less mints. I think the Mickey IP carries it. So I said about around 100,000. Let's give it that 100,000 market cap. So 98 works for me. 42 gems on Alice. I'm not 100% sure that this drop is going to sell out, actually. So if it doesn't sell out, some of these numbers might be a little bit more because you're not working with as many mints. But I'm cool with the market caps that I've put here. Mad Hatter. The animation is clean. It reminds me of the movie. 1,951 editions. I'm at 60 gems here. The way I got that, I'm looking at where am I comparing to. So obviously Mr. Mouse Ultra Rare, not animated, a little bit less mints. Maybe the extra mints makes up for the animation. And I get around 117,000. Obviously you can move a couple bucks around here and there. My whole thing was the overall market cap. And then the cat, the Cheshire cat, I think that's the one that people want the most. I think the texture looks cool. And I think that at 1245, if I do compare that again, I'm going to be looking at Mr. Mouse here. I'm going to be looking at Reva. I think it's better than Reva. I think that it's better than the Mr. Mouse, and it's also the set breaker, right? So I think it should be going for more than Mr. Mouse because it is the set breaker, so it should have that built in. So I think that around 100,000 market cap, 80 gems is my prediction. So I'm having the total market cap of this set at 315,000. I'm really comfortable with that. Now you could spread that out however you wish. If it doesn't sell out and you keep this market cap, these prices here in the green will come up a little bit because you're working with less mints. So we will see what happens. This is probably my bottom line, where I think that they will start out. But again, I'm not 100% sure that this will sell out. Actually, my first thoughts is that it will not sell out, but we have been in a little bit of a pump, so you never know. Maybe they've hit the number on the head again. RoboCop, I was way off. I think this one I might be a little bit closer. We'll see what happens. But 50 gems, I don't think it's that cheap, but I mean, RoboCop sold out right away. It didn't have nearly as many mints though. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you think that I'm in the ballpark? Do you agree with my predictions? What are your predictions? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear it. And guys, if you're new here, please don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post, whenever do we price predictions, whenever we're pulling out the spreadsheets to talk about. Speaking of spreadsheets, go get them. Join the VIP $299 a month. Get access to spreadsheets. Star next to your name. Stars in the universe. First dibs on merch. Advertisements. All our buys and sells coming soon. Promise. We will see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.